In this video, I'll teach you how to graphically display total slack in the Gantt chart screen in Microsoft Project. A while ago, there was a question from a user in one of the Microsoft Project user forums on the internet. This user wanted to know if there was any way to display the amount of total slack graphically in the Gantt chart screen on the right side of the Gantt chart view. Well, of course, there's a way to do that, and in this video, I'll teach you how. So let's get started. In this sample project, notice that I've temporarily inserted the total slack column, so I can see the total slack for each task in the project. I see quite a number of tasks that have a 0-day value. That indicates that those are critical tasks and cannot slip without impacting the final finish date of the entire project. But here's a task with 4 days of total slack, another with 7. Here's a pair that have 7. And here's a couple of tasks that have a lot of total slack, 20 days and 35 days. So how do we actually display the total slack in the Gantt chart screen? Here's how. First, click the Gantt chart format ribbon tab. Then in the bar style section, I recommend you initially select the checkbox called Critical Tasks. When you do this, Microsoft Project will display every critical task using a red Gantt bar, and every non-critical task will be displayed with a blue Gantt bar. All right, that's plenty good right there. But now let's go back to the original question. How can we display the total slack amount in the Gantt chart screen? By now you might have noticed there's a checkbox in the bar styles section called Slack. When I select the Slack checkbox, Microsoft Project will display the slack amount in several different ways. Sometimes the slack will be displayed on summary task Gantt bars, as it is on this task. Sometimes the slack will be shown on a regular detailed task, like this one. And sometimes the slack amount will be displayed on a milestone task. So you can see all three of these examples in this current part of the project. But I gotta tell you, it drives me crazy trying to see the total slack symbol, which by the way is a dark blue underscore character displayed to the right of the task. But sometimes it just drives me crazy trying to see it because of all the link lines, all these dependencies between tasks. So let me show you a little trick to temporarily hide the link lines and make it easier to see the total slack symbol. Here's how you do it. In the Gantt chart format ribbon, go to the far left end, and in the Format section, click the Layout button. Microsoft Project will display the Layout dialog. In the Links section at the top of the dialog, this is where you tell Microsoft Project how to draw the link lines. If you select the first option in that section, it will temporarily hide the link lines. So when I click OK, oh, nice. Now it is so easy to see the total slack amounts on each of the non-critical tasks in the project. Now, when you're done doing your analysis of total slack visually in the Gantt chart screen, just go back to the Layout button and select the third option in the Link section. That'll redraw the link lines, and then deselect the Slack checkbox in the Bar Styles section. So now you know how to display the total slack for each task graphically in the Gantt chart screen on the right side of the Gantt chart view. As always, I hope this video was helpful to you. Do you like how I teach about Microsoft Project? If so, maybe you'd like to hire me to train your organization's project managers and schedulers. If so, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll get back to you right away about that. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.